So I want to open this video and preface it by saying this is supposed to be a joke, but I just think it'd be hilarious, okay? So someone recently, my neighbor across the street, someone went on her front porch and like took their gate and put it down the street or something, some stupid prank. Wouldn't it be hilarious? Because I think it's in Texas. I could be wrong, so if I'm wrong, but isn't it, if someone's on your porch, you have the right to basically do anything you want to them. If they're there without permission, you are allowed to handle them in the way that you think is best. And I think it might even be upgraded to your entire property. But could you imagine if there was like an electrical floor or like flames from above or a shotgun? Again, this is why it's a joke. Wouldn't it be hilarious if there was a sign outside your porch that said, if you are here without an appointment, I have the right to do whatever I want to you. And if they walked up and onto your porch, wouldn't it be hilarious? It'd be horrible, but hilarious. And so, yeah, this whole porch pirate thing and like people just stealing shit off people's porches, it just baffles me. It blows my freaking mind that, I don't know, like I grew up very, very impoverished and poor. Like, we didn't eat meat growing up. So now I don't eat very much meat because I'm not used to it. But at this point, it's kind of like these people, like the things they go to. It's like the other day, I almost put a post up. I didn't want to be that neighbor. But there were 3 or 4 boys, one of whom I know who they belong to. I know who that child's parent is. And they were out there in the middle of the street making all this ruckus and noise. And like, then all of a sudden something happened and it got really loud for like a brief second and they were all running. And I was like, what the fuck are these kids doing right now? Like, is this, like, what just happened? Do I need to call his mother? Because I will call his mother right now. But I didn't, because around here, if you complain, people get really upset and say, oh my God, I can't believe you did that. So I just, this whole scene is just cracking me up. Like, growing up, we never owned a home. My mom got married when I was a freshman in high school, and we lived in that home for about 18 months till they got divorced, and then we were gone again. And so it's like growing up, I'm used to being in all these kind of crazy places. Like I'm used to being in apartments with crazy neighbors and in renter neighborhoods where people don't take care of their shit. Like, I'm used to that. So when I moved here to this really nice community with an HOA and with all these regulations and everything else, I was so excited to be surrounded by like-minded people, like people that want to take care of their yards and the people that like, all that stuff, all the good things you think about being a homeowner. And I've come to learn as a homeowner now, 2 years in, people are the same everywhere you go. It's not going to change. So if you think you're going to get into an HOA or a renter's community or an apartment and you're going to escape X and Y and Z, oh, I'm in a high rise in downtown Dallas. I'm on the second from the top floor. Everyone's going to be so great. No, people suck everywhere and people are awesome everywhere. The thing is, just accept it. Some things suck and some things don't, but there's nothing we can do about it. And 10 out of 10 times, like right now, complaining ain't gonna get us anywhere. And technically I'm not complaining. I actually used humor to open up a very deep topic, which I'm sure inside at least 5% of you to be mad at me and another 15% of you to go, how do I feel about that? And there's like 30% of you that are like, this guy is freaking hilarious. And 40% of you that are kind of like, I can't agree with him out loud because that would make me a bad person, but I know what he's talking about. And the remaining 10% of you, I'm not really sure of the math at this point, y'all don't exist.